Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Sorry for the noise. It's my air conditioner. Just have to deal with it for now. So, I want to talk about work ethic, men, and their work ethic. Now, I'm gonna be targeting some people when I do this, alright? Because as a man, I think that I should be doing everything in my power to do hard work. A man should never ever rely on a woman to do his work for him. Ever. I don't care what kind of man you think you are not going to control women. Okay? I am very up against women doing work, hard work. Very up against that. I'm very up against men who use women as hard work. Men who use women to do the hard work for them. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of get where I'm coming from a little bit. I hope so. A lot of people won't realize this and won't even think about it. What I'm talking about. You don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't think. Unless you do. Unless you're smart. Okay. You need women. I believe should be doing the easier work, like washing dishes, cleaning the house. Men should be out working jobs, hard-working jobs. Now, I'm not a sexist, and I'm not gonna be like, okay, men are the only ones that gotta freaking work. No, women have to work too. Okay, I'm sorry to say this, but women have to work too. Okay. But they should not have to lift heavy things. They should not have to reach. They should not have to. Us men need to be there for women. And I love women. I don't disrespect women, and I love women. Okay? I love women and I love men. Just as I love women, I love men. Okay. But here's the thing: is guys out there. Okay, listen to me. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're older than me or if you're younger than me. Okay, listen to me. Okay, think about it this way: imagine. Okay, every time my wife came home from work and I wasn't doing anything, okay? And there would be dishes to be done, there would be all this crap to be done, and she came home. Oh, I already know what would happen to me. Okay, I don't have a girlfriend or anything, nor less do I want one right now. But let me tell you, if I did have a girlfriend, I'd be very nice, and I'm nice to girls anyways. I don't care if they're my wife or I'm still gonna be nice to them. Now, obviously, I'll be extra nice to my wife, more than I'm nice to other people, obviously. But I'm not going to put her before God, definitely, and she shouldn't be putting me before God, definitely. Work ethic is the strength. Hard workers. No. I am building my life to be a hard worker. I want to live through a hard life of hard work, pain, and I'm already dealing with that stuff. I'm dealing with stomach pain. I'm going outside chopping trees down and building myself a cabin. And I got a freaking hernia. I got a hiatal hernia, which is not even that bad, but still, it's just saying. If me as a kid can do more than a middle-aged freaking man, then there's a problem. Okay, obviously everybody's different. Okay, I do more than most of the people in my family. My grandpa. Let me tell you something. My grandpa, my mom's dad, he does more than everybody in my family combined does. And he has bad shoulders. He's got bad hips. My grandma's had so many back surgeries. She has had so many problems with migraines and all kinds of different things. And she still works hard. I tell you, the older generation is just good like that. They're just built different, I feel. Because even though you live a tough life, you can still be lazy. I mean, yeah, I'm living a tough life right now. Trying to do everything in my power to help my mom, my dad. I'm trying to do everything to help them, to help other people. I love helping people. Okay? I know I get kind of crazy when I do this, but I want that work is not, you're not allergic to work. Okay? You're not allergic to work. If me, being a 15-year-old boy, can go outside, build cabins, lift weights, okay, and, well, I don't have a job, but I do have a job, and that is getting people to know Jesus Christ. That is my job right now, to getting to know Jesus Christ and getting people to know Jesus Christ. That is my job right now. I will have a job in the future. I'm going to be a carpenter, a minister. I'm going to be a carpenter and a minister. And I'm going to spread my love all over the place. I am going to make those hateful people love again. Those hateful men, those ornery men, those argumentative men. I'm going to make them love again. And let me tell you something. I'm going to make them love. And I'm going to make them glorified. I'm going to make sure that they have the Holy Spirit. And they're walking out of this life like they got something to prove. And that is a life through Jesus Christ. That is a life through Jesus Christ. You got something to prove, man. You got something to prove, and that is a life through Jesus Christ. Men that sit around do nothing. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in sitting around doing nothing. After this video, I'm probably gonna freaking clean the house. Because I don't believe in sitting around doing nothing. That's why parents argue. That's why mine do. Because it's either the one person ain't putting enough effort, or the other person just ain't doing frickin' nothing. And I do all of it. Believe in me. It's hard. It really is. I do things every single day. And I'm not bragging. And I'm not I'm not saying, oh, I gotta do everything all the time. I'm so frickin' beat. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I do a lot. Okay? I'm a very hard-working man. Alright? When I see guys going around acting like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, God, I'm so tired. And then they don't even freaking do anything. I say, my grandpa is 65 years old. He's done he does a gravel business, freaking trucking business. I mean, his freaking hips and his shoulders are bad. Yeah, I just got a hip replacement last week. And my grandparents are the hardest workers I know of today in this generation. And once they're gone, I'm not gonna know any other hard worker except for myself, because I'm really putting it on. I'm really putting on those frickin' man-made muscle. When it says in the Bible, even a man is supposed to work by the sweat of his brow, and women, because Eve ate the apple, and so did Adam, okay? Women have to deal with pain during pregnancy and all that. I'm glad I don't gotta deal with that crapola. But let me tell you something, okay? That there is a good Lord above. And he will make you strong. He's made me strong. He's made me love again. He's made me true again. He's brought truth to my heart. Let me tell you, I'm always praying for people. My pastor's a good pastor. Okay, I love my pastor. He's the one that's gotten me to God. But I think I do a little bit more than he does by being a minister. Not a minister, but being just a person that brings people to the Lord. That actually makes that effort to bring people to the Lord. Because nobody in this generation does that. Except for maybe a few people. Nobody does that. Okay? Nobody does anymore. So, yeah, I hope you guys, I want men out there to not realize that your work ethic needs to be better. It needs to be, good. Okay? Because I might be 15 years old and I might be a kid and nobody will listen to me. But I've seen mostly every man I've come across in my lifetime, their work ethic sucks. My uncle's on the other hand. I got an uncle, his name is Dusty. I have another uncle, his name is Aaron. And I love both of them, truly, I do. My uncle Aaron's a hard worker, and so is my uncle Dusty. He is a very hard worker. He's the best welder in the in our town. Let me tell you, he is a hard worker. So is my uncle Aaron. He works for some kind of vacuum company, I think. But think about it, okay? Think about it. Think about the love. Think about it. The work ethic that you can have to do things. Now, again, with women, okay, they need to work too, okay? But I'm not gonna tell my wife asks me to do something, I say, why don't you do it? I'm tired of being the one that does it all the time. No, I'm not gonna do that. And to be honest with you, I'm speaking a lot of truth. Because as a 15-year-old, men in their 30s and 40s would think, how does this kid even know this stuff? He's not even 18. And he doesn't even have a job. I don't have to have a job to know what frickin' work ethic is. Hard-working man. 3 words. Hard-working man. Say that 3 times in your head and you'll get it through, believe it me. Hard-working man. Okay? Now, hard-working man does not mean doing something for an hour and then I'm done. That's not what that means. Hard-working man means going outside, working a whole day, and working until you cannot no more. Now obviously I don't do that because I do kind of have a little bit of laziness to me. Obviously I'm not that ethical, but I at least don't make everybody else do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm an only child. I don't have no brothers or sisters, and I'm very glad I don't got no sisters. Because I do not feel like dealing with girls. Oh, Lord, or brothers. Don't ask me what's wrong with girls, because I've dealt with some in my life, and let me tell you something. They really do something to you. Oh, yeah. I had a cousin. Yeah, she's not my cousin, or she used to be my cousin, I guess, but she's not really anymore. And, well, she's a very good person to me, but she was enough to know that I did not want a frickin' sister. She was enough. Unless my sister was like me, there'd be no frickin' way that I would want a sister. No frickin' way. And I've dealt with so many girls. Okay, I don't have any problem with it because I know how girls are. I know what girls go through. Okay, I know the whole frickin' story. Depression. What is that called? Growing up. I'll just call it. Their problems, like going through the process of something with of an end of a sentence. I'll just say, it's at the end of a sentence is what they deal with, and I know that deep down in my heart that girls don't mean what they say. I know deep down in my heart they don't mean it. Just their emotions are coming out in different ways. Just like mine sometimes go out in different ways. I could be angry one minute and then happy the next. Sorry, my voice cracked there my voice cracked. Sorry about that. But work ethic is really something people need to be working on. Especially if you're a middle-aged man. Men out there that are in their 40s, 30s, 20s, you need to get a life. Seriously. Okay? Because I'm not saying that that all men are like that. I'm just saying that I've known some men that are like that. And I can't believe it. It's so dumb. Why guys cannot have the work ethic like they used to in the 1800s. I mean, obviously, yes, our generation has changed. AI is a thing. Freaking, we don't even have to do anything that much anymore because AI does it for us. That's one thing I don't agree with Trump freaking making AI. Oh, I want to get jobs. Well, if you want to get jobs, don't put AI into them. Then that's just taking the freaking jobs away. That's why I don't like him either. My family's Republican, but I do not like Trump. And I do not like Democrats either. You know who I love? You know who I like? Jesus Christ!